I want you to imagine this. In 90 minutes, you get to walk away with an AI powered command center that actually thinks in your voice. 14-day content flow mapped out for you, ready to go, and a simple dashboard that shows you exactly what to post and when. There's no more guessing, no more what do I even say spirals. That's exactly what I'm building with my clients in the AI CEO Accelerator. And in this episode, I'm going to break down the framework so that you can actually see how it works, how it can work for you, and why it's going to be a game changer if your brain is literally fried, but your business still matters to you. So grab your cup of whatever's keeping you grounded and let's dive in. Welcome to Heart Led CEO, the podcast for women wellness entrepreneurs who are ready to build, scale, and automate their businesses without sacrificing their soul, sanity, or authenticity. I'm Anacani Walters, a nurse turned entrepreneur, military spouse, first-time mama in my 40s, and a recovering burnout survivor who's making it a mission to help heart-led women just like you create thriving businesses that really feel good, do good, and give you the freedom that we all deserve. Because here's the thing, you don't have to hustle harder to succeed. You don't have to drown in tech overwhelm or try to do everything alone. And I'm here to give you the strategies, automation tools, and mindset shifts that will help you step fully into that leader, CEO, and impact maker that you are meant to be. If you're ready to grow your business in a way that aligns with your values and your life, you are in the right place. Let's get into today's episode. Hello, my beautiful friend. How are you wherever you are listening from? Welcome back to the Heart Led CEO podcast. So in the last episode, if you listened to it, I actually pulled back the curtain on what I'm calling the suitcase era, which is literally just living out of bags, suitcases, which is what I've been doing since October 20th. And I really basically have just physically moved from Okinawa, Japan to Honolulu, Hawaii, and being back in this full-time stay-at-home mom mode, which I was doing mostly part-time in Okinawa because we had our son in daycare, and really trying not to bully myself for basically not being consistent while I'm transitioning and moving and all that. And that episode was really about giving you permission, reminding you that you are not failing. If you're feeling like you're behind, reminding you that you're not and that you are in a new season, and to give yourself grace and to not bring those old expectations of your old season into your new season, because that's where we get into trouble. So today we're actually shifting gears. And then this episode, I want to talk about power. Like, how do you show up as a CEO in that new season that you are in when your capacity is maybe lower, your brain is tired, your content feels like chaos, your energy might be low? And I'm literally recording this again in my kitchen while my son and my husband went to the grocery store. So I'm trying to get this out before they come home and my chaos starts back again. And so I want to talk about what we're going to create and how I am using AI, not really to like replace me, replace my voice, but how I'm using AI is more of like a command center that's helping me really keep visible while my life is basically rearranging itself to what it's going to be moving forward. And I'm going to really walk you through that same framework that I'll be using inside my AI CEO Accelerator, which is actually my Black Friday workshop. So you can decide if you want me in your corner for 90 minutes to really help build this out with you. Now, I want to talk about assistant energy versus CEO energy. And it is basically a truth bomb that some people don't give to you, because most of the women that I work with are CEOs who accidentally turn themselves into, guess what, unpaid assistants. And if that's you, this is my lovingly way to help bring that awareness to you. You are writing every caption from scratch. Maybe you've been playing with ChatGPT, but you're still having to tweak it, or you're so tired that you're not even reading it and it's getting crickets because it's not really talking to the right people, or people can tell that you just copied and pasted it from ChatGPT. or Claude or Perplexity or whatever you're using as your language model. You're trying to remember every idea in your head, or you have great ideas and then you get bummed because you can't remember where you put them. You're copying and pasting things between platforms manually. You're second guessing sometimes every post, your podcast, your blog, and you're struggling with that publish remorse after you post something, or you're constantly asking, what should I talk about this week? That's, my friend, is assistant energy. Assistant energy is a reactive energy. It tries to keep up, it's constantly feeling like it is behind. Now, take CEO energy. Now, that is different. CEO does not ask, what should I post today? A CEO asks, what system can I build that makes posting inevitable? And that's where AI comes in, not as your, again, replacement, but as your chief of staff. And that's exactly what the AI CEO Accelerator is essentially designed to do, to take you from I'm doing everything manually and hating content, maybe I lost the spark to my business, to I have a simple AI powered system that thinks with me, plans with me, and protects my energy. So, what are we really building in this 90-minute workshop? Inside the AI CEO Accelerator, I've basically broken down into 3 core pieces that we're going to go over in 90 minutes. And I want you to picture them with me, even if you've never joined a workshop with me, so that you can start thinking like a CEO instead of that assistant that's not getting paid. So, the piece number 1, your AI CEO command center. Think of it as like your home base. It is where we have our brand voice. It lives there. Our offers live there. Your dream client details live there. Your key beliefs, your content pillars, your core values as a business all live in this space. So instead of opening a blank AI chat and typing, write a post about burnout, you're saying, use my tone, my stories, and this kind of client and help me create content that actually sounds like me. And in the workshop, I really help you set up so that your AI is primed with how you really talk, so you're not sounding corporate or robotic, who you're actually talking to. Guess what? A real human, not all moms everywhere. You're being very specific so it knows exactly who to target in the wording and what you're selling and why it matters, because people buy from people. They want to know what your transformation that you're going to help them get. They don't want another course. They want what you have, your magic. And that's important that AI knows that. And that's what makes the difference between generic AI content and wow, this feels like you wrote it on like the best day. Now, piece number 2 is your 14-day content engine. Once your command center is set up, then we use it to create a 14-day content flow from literally one core message, not 27 random topics. One core message expressed literally in multiple ways. Now, if you are new to marketing, you could either use it as a core message or a core problem that your audience is experiencing or dealing with or tired of, and use one story that you have and basing it off of that. Or if you are a blogger, a podcaster, a YouTuber, you would create one core content and then we would break it up and express it over a 14-day content flow, repeating essentially the same thing over and over, but in a new magnetic way. A couple social posts, a few reels, some video hooks for maybe stories, a short email or two, stories for your Instagram or your Facebook, prompts that you can actually just use on the fly if you're using B-roll. The goal is not to flood the internet, which is what is really happening because everybody thinks that they're now social media marketing like gurus, but the goal is to stay visible and consistent without draining our nervous system. So inside this AI CEO Accelerator, we literally use this simple guided framework that I'm going to be there with you, guiding you step by step. We pick one core message that your people need to hear right now. We feed that into our command center. Then we ask it to stretch it out for that 14 days worth of touch points. And then we edit it as needed so that it really feels honest and aligned. And you walk away really feeling like you can run away for 2 weeks if you wanted to, instead of feeling like you are in panic mode every 2 hours or every time you open up your Instagram. Now, the piece number 3 is your strategy dashboard. The third piece we build as a simple dashboard, like a CEO cockpit. And this is where we can plug in your next 90 days at like a high level. We mark important offers or launches or events. We match your content focus to what you actually want people to buy or sign up for, whether it's your email list or a high ticket offer. It really doesn't matter. It's the same system for all of it. So when you open your dashboard, it's like, okay, this week we're warming them up for blah, blah, blah workshop. Or next week, we're focusing on this lead magnet. Or the week after that, we're going to highlight this core offer. The magic lies in no guessing. No more, what should I talk about every single day? Your dashboard really holds that plan for you. And it is your reminder every time you get sidetracked or shiny object syndrome or get feeling like nothing's working. Your AI Command Center helps you execute the plan to help you build the muscles to be consistent. And then you get to be the creative director instead of the exhausted intern that we tend to like fall into. And guess what? You have more time for the things you actually love, like your family, your spouse, your significant other, your pets, things that you actually like used to do that don't have time for anymore. You get to be more present. That stuff is timeless and priceless. Now, I want to give you something that you can actually use today. And I want to take this so that you can have it like immediately useful, even if you have never touched my workshops or you don't take advantage of my Black Friday offer. I want to give you like a tiny slice of my AICO framework that you can literally use as soon as this episode ends. Because if you're driving, I want you to be safe. So grab your like note app or your sticky notes or whatever it is that you take your geniusness into a place where you're going to remember. And I want you to write 3 simple prompts. Now, the first one is your voice anchor. I want you to write down 3 words that you want your content to feel like. So, for example, for my yoga magic, which is my pre and postnatal yoga, I want it to feel grounded, encouraging, bold. But for my Fat Mermaids brand, my stand-up paddleboarding brand, I want it to be playful and sacred and straightforward and bossy. Those are now your voice anchors, whatever it is for you. Now, then you go into AI and start with, write this in a tone that feels anchor 1, anchor 2, and anchor 3. Now, the second prompt is your client moment. I want you now to write one sentence that starts with, right now, my people are so tired of blah, blah, blah. So it could be, right now, my people are so tired of trying to keep up with content while also raising kids. Right now, my people are so tired of feeling like they have to be on every platform or they're going to disappear. Right now, my people are so tired of hearing about AI, but still not understanding how it will help them specifically. Whatever it is for you, that's your content moment. And the third one is your core message. You're going to finish this sentence. If they only remembered one thing from my content this week, it would be, and then whatever it is for you. That's your core message. So now what do you have? You have your voice anchors, you have a client moment, and then you have your core message. Then you plug all those into AI and say, use a tone that feels whatever your 3 anchor words were, speaking to someone who is, and that's where you describe your client moment. Help me write one post about what your core message is, keep it under 150 words, and leave space for a call to action. My beautiful friend, that version of what we just did at scale is what you will find inside the AI CEO Accelerator workshop. So let's talk again about the workshop itself for a second, because if everything I have said to you, and guess what? Your nervous system is exhaling. This is going to feel like such a relief. The AI Accelerator is my 90-minute live Black Friday workshop where we are going to set up an AI CEO command center so that it can help train your AI to think like you and sound like you. Then we're going to have it map out a 14-day content flow from one clear message. We're going to keep it simple. And then we're going to build out a simple strategy dashboard so you know what you're doing for the next 90 days instead of just winging it. You're not just getting training. What I'm going to give you is actually a working system that you can keep using after we log off, which is really important for me because your success is my success. I don't want to see anybody burn out like me. I don't want to see people struggling like I was. And the most important thing is that you get supportive goodies like templates and a checklist. I give you Canva templates for 14 days that you can literally just plug and play. So when the live call adrenaline finally wears off, you're not left like staring at a blank screen like, wait, what did we do again? How did Anacani do that? Like you can still do it. And because it's Black Friday, it really is going to feel like this low ticket, high support way to really get into my world without having to commit to that full scale program, especially if you've been curious about working with me. But maybe your brain or your budget both need some like gentle but powerful aha moment of like, yeah, this is it. You're going to be able to find the link in the show notes under join the AI Accelerator, CEO Accelerator. And so if you can't make it live, which I know is something that is a big thing for some people, especially if you're a mompreneur, there's an option to add a replay access. You will get the replay for a few days, but if you need that extended replay access so that you can pause and rewind as much as you want, there'll be that option so that you can literally build it at your own pace. Now, we talked a lot about, and I want to like zoom back out just for a second and just look at this bigger picture because we just need to like take a second to think about everything that we just talked about. This workshop is not about the 14 days of content, if that's what you're like focusing on. It is about shifting your identity from I'm exhausted as the assistant of my business to literally, hey, taking that commanding role of I'm the CEO of an ecosystem that supports me. And then once your command center is finally set up, it becomes the foundation for, guess what? Your future launches, evergreen content that you don't have to think about, a repurposing system for your podcast, your blogs, your YouTubes, your emails, and then a deeper system invitation to the full thing, which is the alchemized content method. This accelerator workshop is literally the on-ramp. You get proof that I'm going to give you in 90 minutes that AI can not only feel safe, but it can feel soulful, that your voice can actually lead, and that your visibility can be structured without feeling like it's going to suffocate you or your life. And from there, you get to choose, is this enough for me right now? And if it is, boom, take that magic and go. Let me help you cheer you on, make that magic happen. Or do I want to go deeper and build out the full repurposing system? Either way, you're no longer staring at a blank screen. You're no longer feeling like you have to do this alone, and you're no longer feeling like you are alone in this period. Whew. All right, let's land this episode. We covered a lot. Here's what you should have walked away from this episode with: the difference between assistant energy and CEO energy, the 3 pieces of AI powered content that I will give you in a system in this 90-minute workshop, but I also gave you a little piece of it here. A simple 3-part exercise to really start giving AI better inputs today. You could go ahead and start that now. And how AI Accelerator, AI CEO Accelerator can help you build all of this with real-time support. Now, I ask you to take one small action today before the day ends, or if this is late for you, tomorrow. And I want you to do the 3 things that we talked about. 1, write your 3 voice words. 2, name your client's I'm so tired of moment. And then the third one is finish the sentence. If they remembered one thing from my content this week, it would be whatever it is for you. Then, if you're ready to stop doing all your content manually and start actually acting like the CEO of your business that actually the world deserves, I invite you to come and join me for the AI CEO Accelerator. The actual live workshop will not happen until after the holidays, but the sale to get in and reserve your spot is actually going to be happening the week of Black Friday. The link will be in the show notes. Remember, we are going to build this system together live in 90 minutes. There's going to be a replay if you need to, and you have the option to get an extended one. As always, my beautiful, beautiful friend, what do I want you to do? I want you to continue to be you. I want you to continue to be beautiful. And as always, I want you to continue leading from your heart. I will catch you in the next episode. All right, beautiful. That's a wrap on today's episode. But before you go, let's talk about something really important. You are not just another entrepreneur trying to figure things out alone. You are a wave leader, someone whose work is meant to create real impact, touch the lives of others, and make this world better. And I want you to know you don't have to do it alone. If today's conversation resonated with you, I'd love to keep this energy going inside of my free Facebook community, Empower Her Biz Collective. It's where we take these conversations deeper with live trainings, tech walkthroughs, and real heart-centered support from other women wellness entrepreneurs who really get it. So if you're ready for community, clarity, and support as you build your own business with heart and ease, I'd invite you to come and join us. You'll find the link in the show notes. And hey, if you loved today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review if you feel inclined, and share this with a fellow heart-led women entrepreneur so that we can build this movement together. Until next time, keep leading with heart.